My question is to the Prime Minister. In regional areas, when we have a bushfire, our power is often cut. No power in a few hours means no mobile phone network. There is no legislative requirement for telcos to provide extended battery backup in mobile towers. Does the Prime Minister agree that high-risk bushfire areas need such protection? And if so, what will the government do to help keep our regional communities' telecommunications safe?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Look, I thank the honourable member for her question, and the issue of providing battery backup for mobile phone base stations is one that's well understood. Batteries are generally provided for all of that type of mobile equipment. The issue is how long can the batteries run, and there are obviously limitations on the scale there. But I'll ask the minister representing the Minister for Communications, who managed the mobile phone black spots program in the last parliament when he was the Assistant Minister for Communications. He managed that and did an outstanding job with it, Mr. Speaker. And I might say, and the honourable member might reflect on this, that in the 6 years of Labor government, not 1 cent was spent on addressing mobile phone black spots, whereas we are addressing hundreds and hundreds of them across Australia.
The Minister representing the Minister for Communications.
Well, look, I do thank the member for her question. She's absolutely right to make the point that it is very important that we have, to the maximum extent possible, redundancy and reliability in telecommunications networks, both fixed and mobile, and that includes robustness in the face of emergencies such as bushfires, which can obviously have an impact on the network and can also have an impact on individuals and their homes. So there's a number of principles that underpin the approach the government is taking. One of those is to get the maximum degree of redundancy between fixed and mobile networks. If you're in a location which only has one network, you are more vulnerable than if you are in a location which has both a fixed network and a mobile network. That is the reason why the Turnbull government is committed to the mobile black spots program, with some 499 base stations to be delivered just under round one of that program, and that is bringing mobile coverage to areas which did not have it previously. Now, we regard that on this side of the House as a priority. We are strongly committed to improving mobile communications in rural and regional Australia. Labor is indifferent. Labor committed not $1 in 6 years to improving mobile communications in regional and remote Australia, and that's because they're much more concerned about the inner city than they are rural and regional and remote Australia. I make one other important point that we are also rolling out the national broadband network, and we are getting it delivered. Compared to this incompetent rabble, barely 300,000 premises in 2013, over 4 million premises now delivered. Mobile and fixed, we're delivering, and that means better resilience.